How's it looking out there?
Nothing here, boss. Nice and still. Mostly quiet here. Picking up some light stomping, but I'm guessing we got sorrows on the move. I'll keep my ears on it.
Solid copy. Quigs?
Actually, I got some unusual particulates in the air to the south of Short Spire.
Leftover pressure from last night's duster?
I'm seeing it too. Got some thermal noise, but...
Alpha, this is Trimony. Return immediately.
What's up, Jake?
We got unknown vehicles. No IDs, no chatter. Definitely on vector for Short Spire. I think it might be...
What in the hell? Warning shots?
Return immediately. Hostile confirmation.
Squad, break and approach. Defend location from the inside. Go! Squad, this is McKinney. Where are you?
Clem, I'm not sure what's going on here, but it's happening here in Gamble, and it's happening over in Dirk's Gulch, too.
What? Why isn't my squad talking?
I don't know, I'll look into it, but there is a huge amount of heat from the front gate of Short Spire. Get there, but be careful. You might be on your own.
God damn, what is happening? I'm glad lockdown procedure went off without a hitch, but I'm gonna have to clear a path through the streets and emergency gates. Forgive me, folks.
infantry outside all three locations, and they're scrambling all mech-to-mech comms. They've got militia units pinned down under huge amounts of suppressing fire, but they... Odd.
What is it?
They aren't advancing on your units or even into the towns. It's like they don't want them inside.
Goddamn. Jake, we're being sieged.
I think you're right. Ain't no death chatter on the medical channels, which aren't scrambled.
Because they want us to know that. This is an act of strategic coercion. I need to stop this now. Need to get to the source white flag.
On the shortwave. Got some bandwidth when you pop the jammers. I'm gonna get in their MK1 and come fight.
Absolutely not, Elijah. These aren't marauders. These are mercs, and there's a lot of them. You need to leave.
Are you kidding me with that? This is our home. Dad never would have just left if this was happening, and you know damn well you wouldn't either.
Fine. Get on the emergency frequency and tell everyone to maintain the lockdown, and that I'm dealing with this. Do not get in that Raptor, or I will kill you myself before they do.
Goddamn, Clem. Roger that. Get him, sis.
I will. Now shut up. These sons of bitches got floaters deployed in case all this goes south for them. Have to get rid of these two, and I know damn well they're gonna shoot back.
Standage, my dear. It appears you are, Captain Clementine McKinney. Pleasure. I've come here to make a proposition to your formidable and resourced coalition.
Besieging us with your forces? Is that how you do business?
Not ideally. I tried it the amicable way, and your decision-makers were not interested in considering. Now, I'm doing it the not-so-amicable way. The only thing I want is for
intention of doing anything peacefully. You live in 3 inches of blood and bullshit, and I can smell it through your hatch. Remove yourselves, or I will do it for you.
Looks like I underestimated you, ma'am. I yield.
Clem, don't you dare let that bastard live! You're right, he's full of shit, and there's no way he's yielding. Clem, I can't tell you what to do, but he needs to face justice. His scheme might have backfired, but this is still a huge violation of the regional code. I say apprehend him.
We're not killers or lawmen. We are protectors, and he is defeated. Stand down immediately and leave this region. If any of us ever see you in a Raptor again, you will be gunned down.
You are as intelligent as you are benevolent.
Shut the hell up. Just leave.
Good job, Captain. I'm worried about him. What if he comes back?
Then he will have forfeited the generous mercy I gave him. I've made my decision. Let's clean up.
Roger that.
Clem?
Jake, it's Standage. He's changed his vector.
Hey, Clem. I can't imagine how much you're hurting, even after all this time. And I can't imagine how aggressively you're taking it out on your lungs and liver. I hate it, and I want to help. We just repossessed an old garage and a chunky disassembled Mark II. Got a lucrative job, too, just sitting here. You'll have some feelings about it, but I promise it's a good one. All of it's yours if you come to the Red Expanse. I need to not bury you in the middle of nowhere with nothing in your stomach. Please come. P.S. Still looking for Elijah, but you doing what you're doing ain't helping. Marshal Jake Trimony. Damn, Clem! You put her together in no time at all. How long did it take?
5 hours and 17 minutes. 47 minutes longer than it should have taken.
I see. There a problem in the guts?
Oddly, no. It's from the scrappers. But it's still a Mark II. Got much better oxygen diffusion, simpler input-output mechanisms, and is built for modification.
So, what was the problem?
I was the problem. Too many times I was staring at something wonderfully simple and thinking, it can't be this easy. What mistakes have I made? And then I gummed myself up. Put together more military Raptors than I can count. But becoming efficient then and there cost me 47 minutes here and now. I find that irony infuriating.
Well, it's done now. It looks terrific.
It is. This girl can carry 2,700 pounds of stainless steel death and maintain a strafing speed of 22 miles per hour. Every combat system interlocks perfectly with the endoskeleton, and she's got over 3.5 inches of plate on every joint, bone, and instrument. She's magnificent. Fingers crossed I can actually get inside and... Yeah, never mind. Got good news for me.
Let's get some fresh air and talk.
This is garbage.
It ain't garbage. It's just probationary. You'll be able to pick from a selection of low-risk marks with no one crawling up your crack. Except me. But I'm used to your stink.
Low risk, Jake. Which means low profit. What is the problem here?
Look, the Syndicate ain't comfortable just yet. They know about Kane beds, and your stock is low.
Are you kidding me right now? I came here because you said I'd have actual work.
I know, and you will. Just gotta get you back in shape.
For fuck's sake. So what do I do then?
You shape up.
Tell me what that looks like to your people.
Well, listen. We repossessed this place from another pilot. He was a piece of criminal dog shit, but he wasn't stupid. This building and this location, primed to be the foundation of a legitimate operation. You, of all people, can get it there. Clean it up, power it up, turn it into the self-sustaining operation we both know it could be, and take on a handful of low-risk bounties. Once you do that, I can reapproach the syndicate and we can get you what you want.
And you're confident about that?
I am. You'll be wearing that bounty star before you know it, and then the cash will start pouring in.
Fine. I will attempt this. Now get out of here so I can work. Suppose it's official now. I'm a bounty hunter. It's probationary, which is more than a little infuriating. But it's work. Jake's trying to scrape up a bounty for me. Bless his big, dumb heart. Suspect he'll contact me soon. For now, I need to step outside and rattle out the brainworms. That's more my speed.
Alright, Clem, I'm prepping a bounty for you. Looks like Cleet is looking to trade some curio for a quick and dirty bot cleanup at one of his old ranching spaces.
That is wildly auspicious.
Ah, it ain't. Cleet has adored you since your screaming match about motorcycle engines. Help him out and get paid.
All right, what's my next step?
Hang tight. I'm doing the paperwork. When the bounty's ready to go, I'll send it over. You can pursue when you're prepped. Meantime, do what you gotta do.
Roger that. I'ma eat.
Good idea. Expect the bounty within the hour.
I'm starving, and it's bad luck to get in a raptor on an empty stomach. I ought to throw something together. I want some corn for this meal. Now's as good a time as ever to get that merchant terminal up and running so I can put in an order. I've got a battery I can use. Little of this, little of that. Done and dusted. Huh, that's a pretty respectable pile of books. Looks like it was sent to the previous owner. Well, he's behind bars, so they're mine now. I'm gonna put these away.
You're all set. I've sent over the bounty, and you can accept and pursue whenever you're ready.
Copy.
Be safe out there, prickly pear.
Have you never been walking? Yeah, time set free to walk on my
Howdy, Journal. It's been a while, but you must forgive me. My fondness for writing burned out a few moments back. However, I still recognize that writing without fondness can still be medicinal, and it's time to swallow it down. To whomever might stumble upon these words one day, my name is Clementine McKinney. I go by Clem. I was once a soldier and a protector and a sister. But then I messed up, and now I'm nothing. I tried to just fade away in the middle of nowhere, hoping all memories of me would become dandelion seeds on the wind. But I underestimated the cruelty of an empty stomach and couldn't turn down my friend's food. Now here I am in the Red Expanse, doing the one thing I've ever been good at. Tuning war machines and then using them to make death. If you stare into the long braid of cruel ironies, that is my story. It is fairly obvious that my destiny is to fire bullets. Fingers crossed I can put on a star and hijack enough coin from the incompetent law that I can slide on past here and into the next abyss, cash in hand. It's barely a teaspoon of hope, but it's still hope. I should get on out of here and get paid. Looks like I got a letter from Clete. Let's see what that old buffalo has to say.
Well, howdy, Clementine. I really appreciate you helping me out. Well, I'd love to restore that old corral and keep some beef there. But bots and smugglers like it too much. Now that you're on the job, this might actually change someday, but only if you stay frosty. With that being said, there's a little nook just south of your garage, right past the old exit 4 turnoff. You're welcome to use it any time as an exercise space for that raptor of yours. Clete. Oh, P.S. Saw this at the thrift and thought of you. Please take it.
Clete wasn't kidding about this place. This is rightly spacious. Good thing I still got this old training software. We'll just leave it on while I'm here. Busted up bots wandering around here will make good dummies, too. Looks like I owe Clete another drink.
got your first live one here. A local thief with a litany of petty charges on his head. Most recently, he made off with a few carts of goods from the Moonlight Ranch Company, and they've posted the bounty.
You got a location?
Him and his gang seem to have made camp at Coyote Wash.
Sounds simple enough.
Not so fast. He's wanted dead or alive. Dead is fine, but alive means more in your pocket. If you don't have a chain binder on your Raptor, now's the time to rectify that.
Understood. I'm on it. If I want to bring in live marks, I'll need that chain binder. Unfortunately, that ain't out of the box Raptor equipment. I'm gonna build one.
With the ring to shine, bring the beat down low and dirty. Ain't got to pay no mind, ain't got to pay no mind. Sometimes the low get lonely, sometimes I'm behind. Way back in the hills and hungry, ain't got to pay no mind, ain't got to pay no mind, ain't got to pay. No mind. I was keeping the chunks of dunces for the purpose of a older kind. Holding nuts and rocks steady. Ain't got to pay no mind. Ain't got to pay no mind. Some talk the talk and lurking. Some walk the walk and lie. Flat broke in the land of plenty. Ain't got to pay no mind. Ain't got to pay no mind. Ain't got to pay no mind. Oh, no mind. No
Can't wait to break this.
with the ring to shine. Bring the beat down low and dirty. Ain't got to pay no mind. Ain't got to pay no mind. Sometimes the low get lonely. Sometimes I'm behind. Way back in the hills and hungry. Ain't got to pay no mind. Ain't got to pay no mind. Ain't got to pay. No mind. Stone cold grinder, can't change. Last in the bloodline, cool sway. Days get darker, you don't say. Ain't seen the sunshine for 10 days. But you know just like the saints of old. Yeah, I can hear the grind. Just like the day I was born.
watch my step here. These donkeys love to lay down mines. Gotta avoid or shoot them to not get my girl's legs blown out.
that I've been out destroying things for money twice, I am reminded, albeit a little painfully, about my relationship with raptors. I'm reminded about how much love, intimacy, and care that I once had for these things. My fellow soldiers would ask me why my Raptor's rifles never jammed, or why the ordnance never shook loose. What those dumbasses didn't understand is that I'd be in the garage with my beast until the oil burned out, and I wouldn't go to sleep until it was purring like a kitten on the diagnostic chains. I loved every bleary-eyed moment of it, and I really loved when my perfectly cleaned and mounted LM repeaters would cut down an entire line of strike armor before the second formation even showed up. Earlier I felt like I was in a bit of a pickle. Do I loathe machines of war on principle? Or do I lean into the tremendous pleasure and power and let myself enjoy it melt? Because now I feel it slowly wrapping its arms around me, and it don't feel bad. There's some shame in it, but I'm gonna lean into my beast again, using its plate to cover up and hide my flesh, using its legs to walk up hills I cannot, and using its steel to make a few less bad people alive. Might be the only way to make the universe feel less broken. Fingers crossed. I can be mad at this place that I don't want to be in all day long, but it sure is tough to grit my teeth when it's got a nighttime that looks like this. I'm aware of the perfectly boring reasons all this visual phenomena appears, but I like to pretend some moon goddess died in this valley, and this was her parting gift to those that wept for her. It'll never get old. And I've done enough for one day. Time to apply a fresh coat of drool to my pillow. A letter from Jake. He usually calls. Let's see here.
Clem, I just had to kick the doors open on a construction guild warehouse that was moving and storing contraband. They're shut down now. We're in the process of redistributing their high-quality equipment to people that'll use them. Figured you might get some use out of this. Jake.
Well, I ain't gonna sit on this workbench upgrade plan. This is what I'm doing for now. And I won't be able to do it for long if I rest on my cheeks with yesterday's tech. You're not allowed to make coffee anymore. This tastes like you brewed it in a trash bag.
Hey, I know my coffee is unterrific, but I am a high-ranking officer of the law. I have deputy make my coffee for me.
I am not at the appropriate consciousness level for conversations with bureaucrats.
No shit. That garden could really be something. If you're wanting to push your coin, you could get some corn and some beans going at the very least. Maybe some citrus, even.
I was thinking the same thing. As much as I'd love to just order all my food and spend that cooking time on my Raptor, that's no way to treat a stomach.
Exactly. And hell, you get some clean plant water going, and there ain't no good reason you can't also have chickens. You got plenty of room for some coops and even some incubators.
Pump the brakes. I moved into here 3 seconds ago.
I understand you don't want to be in Rosewater Bluff around all them despicable good folk, but this place has space to spare. Cultivate it.
I don't disagree, Jake. One thing at a time is all I'm saying.
All right, fair enough. I'm just excited for you, cowgirl.
Anything interesting going up on the bounty board today?
Yes, actually. A burner and his crew, all wanted for a disgusting myriad of crimes. We believe they sleep off their benches up at the Ararat Hotel.
Burners? That's rightly horrifying.
Absolutely. I wouldn't let anyone outside a Raptor anywhere near one. Now, I'd prefer him alive, but you're the professional. I'll take what you give me.
Roger that.
I'm gonna head out, prickly pear. I'll have your bounty on the board today.
While I'm waiting for Jake, I should take care of my guts. I like raw cactus as much as the next bottom-feeding mercenary, but I'm feeling spicy. Time to mix it up in the kitchen with a big, fat, delicious breakfast burrito. I'll need a heat source, though, so let's see what's on the market. Looks like shit, but sure does work. Can't wait to break this. Little of this. Little of that. Done and dusted.
The bounty is on the board. Pursue whenever you're ready, but be careful with those burners.
They really that burly?
Yes, and out their minds on labor drugs. A nasty mix of steroids, amphetamines, and stimulants. Unsurprisingly, they love grenade launchers. Just don't get careless.
I wouldn't dream of it. Get that curio ready. This will hold together nice. Looks like shit, but sure does work.
He's gonna sink beneath fire. Yellow flood. Well, some were crowned with thorns, others golden white. Some of them will see you live, others will help you die. If your faith ain't strong, if your faith ain't strong, house of the dying, son. There is the astral Jehovah, prophet and bastard air. Just been orphan in this place for 33 years. Gonna crucify by death to the power line poles. Boulevard and night.